Hey, welcome back to another creepy TikTok. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if you guys are enjoying these videos, because they are banning and censoring me because they do not want you guys to see these videos. So make sure you're watching it, get that popcorn, and get ready. Let's get into it. Enjoy.
The U.S. is the only one that doesn't believe that food is a human right.
Is anybody surprised? 191 countries showed up. 14 either abstained or did not vote. 176 countries say yes, food is a human right. One country said no. The United States said no. People do not deserve food as a human right. That's ridiculous. The same country that basically created ordinances to remove produce from cities, right? Can't have fruit trees in the city. This place is a prison. Except they don't feed us. They pave paradise to put up a parking lot, and they charge us all to live there. The world has industrialized food effectively. There's enough food to go around. We can feed everybody. 9 million children in the U.S. go hungry every year. Children. This should be at the top of the headlines, not the UAP stuff.
Methods. Is this the match you wanted all along, or are you going to continue your terrorist attacks with one goal in mind, to defeat, or should I say demolish, the Twin Towers?
And tear down the Twin Towers. The pain won't stop until the Twin Towers come crumbling down. Oh, yeah, right now tonight on prime time, yeah. Everybody knows that the Twin Towers are big, strong, high buildings. They may be earthquake-proof. They may be typhoon-proof. They may be tidal wave-proof. And you're going to see the Twin Towers come crumbling down, yeah.
Did Will Smith get Tupac killed? This very strange theory says yes. Now, there are three main pieces of potential evidence to this theory that we're going to go over. Number one, his violent past. Back in the 1980s, Will Smith was arrested because he attacked a man and almost left him completely blind. All in all, Will Smith is no stranger to violence. Number two, his defensiveness over Jada. If Will Smith taught us anything in the last few years, is that you need to keep his wife's name out of your mouth. Yes, again, we all remember the Oscar slap, and he was willing to assault somebody on national television in front of millions of people, so you know that he's willing to defend Jada Smith no matter what. So if in any way he felt that him and Jada's relationship was being threatened by Tupac, you see where I'm going with this, right? Number three, Jada warned Will about Tupac. Conspiracy theorists believe that Jada warned Will that Tupac could get angry over their relationship, and this probably scared Will Smith. There are reports that Jada Smith told Tupac not to get angry over her and Will and not to attack Will Smith. And this, of course, offended Tupac because Tupac didn't feel threatened by Will Smith at all. But the theory goes that if Will Smith felt threatened by Tupac, there's a chance that maybe Will Smith put a hit out on him and got rid of him for good. Some conspiracy theorists even point out how Tupac died in 1996, and close to a year later, Will Smith and Jada got married.
The couple is inside the kitchen when this is captured.
I don't want to keep hanging out with your friends if that's how it's going to make me feel at the end of the day. Like, it feels more like...
They don't mean to do it. They're not like, planning on,
Do you know how it feels to hang out with a group of people, and they don't even want you there?
They do want you there.
But I'm only there
they want
because
you there. They like you a lot. No, they don't.
That's the only reason.
They like me and my friends. friends, but but they like you a lot.
They're acting fucking rude to me.
They're not trying. That's just how they. Hey.
Just as the argument was getting intense, a plate from one of the cabinets falls on its own. Following that, another plate falls by itself, but not before being flung toward Damien. It's almost as though whatever had chucked it had done so to end the argument between the two. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, this next video is by far the creepiest.
And then I would do the same.
Jesus said, take this cup. This is my blood of the new covenant.
Now we've mixed our blood.
That's right. Which is his and which is mine. Now our blood symbolically has been mixed here. Now at the communion table.
Yes, sir.
He said, this is my blood of the new covenant. All of you drink all of it. Judas had to drink that.
Yes, sir.
So, now, and I want you to be this way every time you take communion, and you ought to take it a lot. A lot.
Yes, sir.
Now his blood is in my body.
Yes, sir.
It's in there. His blood is mixed with my blood. Can you see it?
Ashton Kutcher is trying to save his career after Danny Masterson, but now he's being accused of being responsible for a murder. In the 2000s, Ashton Kutcher briefly dated Ashley Ellerin, who was found murdered at the age of 22. The person who killed her was serial killer Michael Gargillo, who stabbed her 47 times and was known as the Hollywood Ripper. The night she was killed, Ashton Kutcher went to pick her up for a date, finding the lights were on in the house, but she wasn't answering the door or her phone. Ashton Kutcher claimed he didn't know she was killed and instead looked through the window to see red stuff on her carpet, but thought it was just a wine stain. It was the claim for years, but now new evidence has surfaced. Ashton Kutcher knew she was killed and spent an hour in his car calling people asking what to do. One of which being his That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson, who told him to walk away from the situation and not call the police. Coincidentally, Ashton Kutcher defended Danny Masterson during his rape trial, where now many people think Danny Masterson was blackmailing him with this information. Making it worse, Gargillo was a suspect for killing Ellerin, but because Ashton Kutcher didn't go to the police immediately, they didn't have a strong enough case to prosecute. Because Gargillo wasn't prosecuted, he ended up killing another woman, which many people blame Ashton Kutcher for. Kutcher acts like Ellerin was just a first date when they were dating for a month, and with that, I'm Charles Pearl. Subscribe to learn something.
This next clip was a private video uploaded to YouTube 6 years ago. A man named Oscar and his family were out having a fun day at a nearby creek. When they checked their footage back, it turned out they were not alone.
¿Por qué no me dijeron? Mira. Ay.
The pale image of a little girl in white can be seen sadly watching them from the creek's edge. Oscar claims that there was no little girl there when they filmed the original video. At least, not that they could see. A walk in the woods. This next video was sent in to me by a viewer. He says that the video was recorded by his brother Carlos, who would often film himself on hiking treks through the forest of El Mascal, a rural area of Barcelona, Spain. This video was recorded in 2016. Carlos has not gone on a nighttime hike ever since. What do you think? Is this a paranormal encounter or a ghost caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Everybody says these are coming beyond the ice wall. What do you think, Maverick?
The ice wall is melting, and these strange creatures are appearing. I promise you don't want to miss this.
This is the 1876 Centennial International Exposition in Philadelphia. This was the first official World's Fair to be held in the U.S., complete with even the Statue of Liberty's head and arm where you can actually climb up inside there. Now, like the narrative behind all these amazing World's Fairs, it only lasted 6 months, from May up until November. Now they are telling us that this whole World's Fair, with its over 200 buildings, took just under 2 years to construct. Now all of these structures inside and out, does any of this look temporary to you? They claim that over 10 million people visited this World's Fair in its 6 month span. Can you see those free energy towers working here? Magically, all this built before the first power tool in 1889 was even invented. 284 acres, 200 buildings, less than 2 years, no problem apparently. But check out some of these unique free energy antennas you'll see on top of the horticulture building here. Yep, this whole massive palace was a horticulture building with a second floor promenade. And those ether antennas, I kid you not, they tell us those are just ornamented flagpoles. I have so much more on this, it'll definitely warrant a part 2. With that said, question everything, friends. Until next time.
3 videos showing alleged skinwalkers. WTF, dear. Nope.
How you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. Guys crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude?
That ain't no buck.
I thought I seen a big buck or something. Wait, stop right there. What is that? Is that a buck?
What is that?
Dude, that's what. Wait a second. I think I see a